Hey guys, someone requested me to do a tutorial on how I've been doing my hair recently. I didn't think you guys would notice, but you did, so I'm going to show you how. So I just came out the shower about half an hour ago, 40 minutes ago. I've let it just dry naturally. It's still wet at the ends. I put a little bit of product in, like the L'Oreal Elvive light silky spray that I talked about in my last video. And yeah, so all now I'm going to do is just dry it with a hairdryer, just run it through my fingers. It's going to look really big in a minute, and then I will section it off and start curling, so I'll see you guys in a bit. Okay, so now I've dried my hair with the blow dryer, and all I did was use the Lee Stratford Poker Straight Shine Mist, and it's a protection mist, and I got this in Boots, and I've gone through about 4 or 5 bottles. I've used this since I was 16, then I left it for a while, tried some others, and now I've come back to it because it really worked. And so yeah, on my towel dried hair, I just focused on the ends. I only did I halved my hair, and I did one section like this and another section like this, and then I did a bit of the back. I didn't do too much. And then I blow dried it with my hair, really focusing on the ends and underneath my hair because it's quite thick, so that bit can always get mixed and it can be wet still. And so yeah, that's all I've done. So this is what it looks like. Then I have my Toni & Guy sort of really smooth, rubbery comb, and this is fantastic for people who have thick hair and curly hair, and it just detangles it without breaking your hair. So just give it a run through, nothing special. And then I'll start to section my hair, but I'm not like everybody else on YouTube. I have no patience to do it really neatly, although I'd love to have really neat curly hair one day, but I just grab them any way I want. But I'll section it off a little bit. I'm always good. I start off really well. I must give myself points for that, but yeah, I just do it like this. See, totally different from everybody else. And then I'll just grab sections. So I'm using this. Now this is why my hairs look different recently, because normally I use my GHDs and they give me a long straight and then a curly end, but these give me absolute spirals. And the best thing about it is you don't need to retouch them the day after. I slept on my head, obviously, and then I woke up the next day and they were just still so good. Yeah, if you can find a curling iron like this with the little rod, and it comes with the glove because you do not want to burn yourself, you use this. So let's get started. Okay, so it only takes about 10 seconds to heat up. So what I do is I just grab pieces and I'll twirl them around. So I'll run them through my finger. Before that, obviously I would spray a little bit more of this mist, a little bit more spritz this time, really on the ends. That's all I really care about. And then maybe on the top of my head, just for the sake of it, because then it will fall down and some will catch the middle. So, but I let that dry too, for about a minute, because you cannot just spray it and then heat it because it will sizzle your hair. So yeah, so I run my fingers through like this, and then I just start. It depends where you want it, I must say, but if you want them tight, which I normally do tighter than I would normally have, because they will tend to fall out later, you do it like this, and you just twirl it around. I don't even make sure that it's perfectly straight around the rod. I don't care how much I have in my hand. I'll just grab sections. Obviously you don't want them too thick because they'll take longer to do, and but then you can do some random thick sections. So yeah, there we go. That's one, and I left that on quite long for you. Now some people, I was really naughty. I didn't even put the glove on, so now my glove's on. Some people really like to have it really tight. Some people like it really loose. It's really up to you. You can leave it as long as I did, but I don't normally do that. I just leave it for maybe 5 seconds, something like that. See, and that gave a longer one, not as tight. And I don't know, it depends on your hair as well. If you have really thick hair, or if you have really poker straight hair, you might want to hairspray each little one, after each one that you've done, but I don't need to. It doesn't fall out that quickly. I've had no problems with it, and normally when I curl my hair, I'm really scared to like comb through it or flick my hair up and down. But I didn't comb through it, but I flicked my hair up and down, and I even ran my finger in some of them, and it didn't budge. And yeah, I think this is what I really like about it, the fact that I'm not doing it very evenly, and I don't make sure that it's flat rolling around on the rod. It will be kind of twisty or, you know, just natural, and so it really gives these nice spirals. They look kind of like spaghetti things. Yeah, that's what they look like. They look like spaghetti shells. So I have a little mini haul for you guys too that I'm really excited to show you. It's not all makeup. I mean, one of them is the lipstick I'm wearing today, which you won't be able to see because of my yellow room, or I should say goldy room, but I'll go in a different setting, maybe you'll be able to see it better. But one's a MAC lipstick that I got from Back to MAC. So you won't be able to see, but you can tell that my, or I'll tell you now, that basically my hair that I grab, I'll pull it through and then I'll just twist it, and on the rod it's actually twisted, so they're not flat on the rod, as I said, and I think that's what gives that different effect to everybody else. So I'm on the last bit now. I've done most of my hair, as you can see, and I've just let this big chunk down. So as I said, you can see it's kind of messy here already, and that's what I do. It kind of is a time-consuming job, because I do it in such a weird way to give like a sort of messy bedhead look. You can see all this frizz, which I will tame down with some frizz serum, but it will still maintain that sort of like pushed up look. So I'll show you again. I'm just grabbing them, just twisting them around, so you know I didn't start from any particular place at the beginning. I don't twist them in one side and twist them out another side. I just twist, whichever way my hand works. And some people can put curling mousse in, or a curling spray as well, just to, you know, like help the hair curl a bit more if you're prone to having really, really straight hair once blow dried. Yeah, and I don't really hold them too long. I do prefer the second day hair look that I get with this when I use this rod, because the curls loosen up a bit and they look more natural. This one, although it does look like I have done my hair, it doesn't look too bad either. I mean, you'll see in a minute what I do with it. So I don't care if it looks like it's man-made curls anyway, but yeah, the second day hair looks really pretty, I think. All I did was grab my Brilliant Brunette Satin Shine Silken and Separate, and I put a good dollop on my hand, and then I just rubbed it through my palms, and I really just scrunched the top and pushed up, and then I really flattened the back and everything. And then I'll show you a little bit more. I'll do a little bit more with this. So this is like towards the end, so that's the minimum I'll put on my hand. And I'll rub it through my palms, and then I'll just bring my hair forward. So it's like I'm halving it with my hands. So you can tell, I go like this. So it's, yeah, just messy and whatnot. I will scrunch it up a little bit. Depends how volumized you want it. So yes. And then finally, I'll use my L'Oreal Elnet Flexible. It's the extra strength flexible hold, and it comes out with a single brush stroke with a comb or a brush. And I'll just give nice sprays. So I use quite a lot, but it doesn't make my hair feel like, it doesn't make my hair hard at all. So I like this spray. I'm just testing it out. I've never bought this one before. So there you have it. That is my hair.